America, how y'all doing today? So I'm sure by now you guys are all quite fond with my ability to keep it real and deliver the truth. So I've been getting a lot of Facebook messages lately, and people have been asking me, what's the number one thing that you would recommend for weight loss, or what's the number one supplement you would recommend, or really what they're asking is what's the number one quick fix that you have that will get my ass in gear. Well, it's kind of funny. So when we see these rapid transformations, right? Like somebody losing 80 or 90 pounds, and we see these pictures posted up on Facebook, what's our first question, right? How did they do it, right? So, I talk all the time about, the nutrition industry, not being great or highly effective, which it isn't. But the thing is that people have lost weight a million different ways, doing it the old way with counting macros and splitting up meals and counting calories, to doing new things like intermittent fasting and eating more fat. So, there's a lot of different methods, and sure is a more effective method going to get you to your goals quicker. But what's the number one thing, right? What's the number one thing standing in your way from getting what you want? Well, the truth about it is it's fucking yourself, right? It's you fucking yourself over and over again is the biggest thing. Let's just be real with it, right? You don't have a fucking addiction to Oreos. You have a fucked off relationship between your mind and your body. You have a fucked off relationship with yourself. So my clients will often come to me and I'll often tell them, hey, look, I'll be the first one to tell you I can't fucking save you. I can give you the roadmap, and if you show up, I'll teach you how to save yourself. So the biggest secret, right? The number one thing that you must do before you lose weight is stop getting in your own goddamn way. So if it seems that you're getting in your way in your financial life, in your relationships, in your health and your physical well-being, well, that it's a great sign that you're the biggest problem. And so what's the number one thing that you can do to improve your health and improve your well-being? It's to fix the relationship that you have with yourself. Because if shit is not showing up correctly, right? If the finances aren't showing up correctly, if the body isn't showing up correctly, it's a direct indication that something internal is fucking broken. And you can use all the external solutions that you want, and all the quick fit weight losses and supplements and fad diets and all this shit that you want. And you may lose some weight, but the end result is going to be the fucking same until you fix the problem. So I don't give a shit if you're on some miracle diet, you're paleo, you're bulletproof, or you're simply, following an old school bodybuilding routine. What's standing in between you and success is the relationship that you have with yourself. So if you're trying to skip that nonsense, if you're trying to skip fixing the relationship that you have with yourself and going on to find the next quick fad or the next quick fix, you're fucked. And so for this reason, I actually quit training 2.5 years ago. So I started to follow up with all of my clients, right? Everybody that I had ever worked with, I started to follow up with them. And to come to find out, over 50% of the people that had tremendous success working with me had gained all the weight back, if not more, at the end of 6 months to a year. I became incredibly frustrated, you guys. I take a lot of pride in what I do, and I took full responsibility that I was not giving my clients the tools for lifelong success. So I've started to go internal, and I have started to work with my clients on internal issues. And you know what? The success rate has gone up by over 90%. People that leave the program 6 months to a year out are still 90% successful after they leave. This is Tyson James Lee, encouraging you to fix the real fucking issue. And I'm just about that action. Boss.